John Bernthal, and you can't catch the rabbit.
Hello, Atlantic City!
Hey!
Are you ready to rock and roll?
Oh yeah, hello, this is Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. Your Uncle Ethan. Your Uncle Ethan. Just a humble ink and superhero merchant, and I came here to talk to you today about Superman and Batman. A book without a title, just a logo. Superman, Batman. So for some reason I can remember being at a hotel, a restaurant, and having breakfast with Jeff Johns and Dan DiDio, and they were asking me, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh yeah, I want to do Superman or Batman at some point. Now this book was the hottest thing on. It was Jeff Loeb was the writer, and he was working with Ed McGuinness. Big massive hit, Ed McGuinness's first few issues of this series. And then Michael Turner came in and brought back Supergirl. Big, massive hit. So this book was just a hit machine. And Jeff Johns said to Dan DiDio, he said, Ethan should get to draw an arc of Superman, Batman. Yeah, okay. I mean, you know, I think I just finished Green Lantern number 9. And, you know, I'd done enough Green Lantern for a little while. And I needed something else to do. So here I go. Dan did listen, and before too long I found myself drawing this cover for Superman and Batman. And here we have not Superman or Batman, but we have Huntress, we have Power Girl. And I think these are Silver Age versions of Huntress and Power Girl, because I think in this book, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Huntress is actually Batman and Power Girl is actually Superman, like they were turned into women. So yeah, anyway, then I got to do my very first issue, which is number 28. Now they had just hired Mark Verheiden to come on. Now let me put this all together. It was either an Emerald City Comic Con, or more likely it was a WonderCon in San Francisco, where I met with Mark Verheiden, who was a very large man, and I think we sat down and had something to eat, and we were talking through ideas. And he had this idea about this kind of obscure Martian Manhunter elfish character that he wanted to bring back, and I had this other, and I said okay, and I had this other idea. I said, what I'd like to happen is I think I want to open up with Batman. Oh no, okay, Alfred is in Wayne Manor, and he's reading a note, and we start off every issue with that note. Like, first we're close in on Alfred. Let me open this book. Here it is. So we're kind of close in on Alfred, and Alfred has a nice cup of tea, and he's, you know, writing something in his book. Oh, okay, so I guess it was actually, he wasn't reading a note from Batman, he was writing something about Batman. And we were going to pull back, like every issue we'd start with this panel, and then by the 4th issue, we'd see outside the window, we'd see light streaming in, and we'd pull outside of the mansion and see there was a gigantic spacecraft in the sky, like massive. And the spacecraft contained one of every alien race that was going extinct. The spacecraft was to be piloted by this kind of cosmic Noah type of character. This is Noah's Ark, and they have chosen planet Earth to resettle all of these, you know, extremely endangered species. First they need to wipe out humanity. So Bruce as Batman and Superman Superman was going to go and talk to the Noah character, try diplomacy, and while he was trying diplomacy, Batman was going to be a suicide bomber, and he was going to sneak onto the spacecraft with a bomb attached to him, and should diplomacy fail, Batman was going to sacrifice himself, explode this UFO, kill himself, kill every one of these aliens. Like, he was prepared to do that so that Earth could survive. So Alfred basically is sitting here having a cup of tea, and he's writing kind of the last will and testament of Bruce Wayne and himself, and what really happened. And that was all what I told Mark Verheiden I think this should be about. It didn't turn out that way. I honestly, I don't know what happened, but we'll go through this and maybe we'll try to figure it out together. So we have a great shot of Batman punching something, and here we have Bruce Wayne at a party. Oh, so clever. I've embedded a bat symbol in the background here, the chandelier, and then right here, and then even Batman's cape, making up this full embedded hidden bat, as my Bruce Wayne kind of studies the crowd, and the one peculiar person in the crowd that Bruce can't seem to reckon. He thinks there's something up with this guy. And then we cut back to just another. Batman is punching the hell out of something. And here's Lucius Fox and a beautiful woman. And again, Lucius Fox is staring at this guy here who's wearing a blue suit, which is weird. And then suddenly, as if you blink and look again, it's a woman in a blue dress. So Bruce has had quite enough of listening to this blather, and he's going to go find out what is up with what. These are all my inks here, I'm glad to say. Because I inked this, I was able to do all kinds of cool detail and stuff. I don't know, I really prefer to ink. And by the way, Green Lantern number 9, I think, was me too. That was the issue prior to this. Before that was my very last working with an inker. After that I said no more, I'm going to only ink myself from now on. And here we have Batman just wailing on apparently a big punching bag. This is pretty good. And he breaks the punching bag open. Something's not right, he says. And Alfred comes down the stairs. He sees the mess that Batman's made. It's a nice look on Alfred's face here. Gives Bruce a towel. I don't know, Bruce, why are you working out in the Batcave in your Batman suit? I don't know. It's gotta be sweaty. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Martian Manhunter, and he's looking shadowy and creepy. And he approaches, and we can see he's angry. And then we pull back, and we see Bruce's weight set, and Martian Manhunter is just saying crazy things to him. And look at that face. See, that's not the face of a friend. That's not the expression of a friend. This is interesting. These are all very heavy shadows from above. The gigantic light source from above, casting this nice long shadow down his nose. Really just creating this kind of, I don't know, like I would think of him as looking a lot like kind of a druid or something satanic about this kind of lighting. You can do lighting from below looking up and you can get that kind of creepy look, but I still prefer this overhead lighting. I think that the shadows under the bridge of the eye here, the brow here, and then the nose and the chin just really make it fun to look at. And then look at this. Kapow! Kapow! Martian Manhunter just backhands, and Martian Manhunter's as strong as Superman. And he sends Batman flying. And look at these broken chains all around. He breaks through some more punching bags. See, that's how hard he just smacked Batman. He just broke these 2 punching bags. Here's an ad for fruit-flavored Superman snacks. Yeah. From Kellogg's. No, Kellogg's best to you. Okay. Oh, Batman. On the ground. Look at his cape all spread out there. And look, Alfred's like, put him up, you big bully. No, Alfred. I mean, just a backhand sends Alfred flying. This makes Batman very angry. He says, what the hell? And Martian Manhunter comes flying at him. And Batman has prepared himself. He's picked up what looks like a 75-pound weight. And he's got it in his underneath his cape. And he's prepared to use it as best he can. And he cracks it over his head. Look at that. How would you like to have a 75-pound weight broken over your head? Very few people could survive that. Look, I have not quit with the detail. I really haven't. This big sound effect gets in the way. But I mean, they're busting through a floor. There's all kinds of wonderful debris all around. It really is exciting to look at. And here we go. Land on the floor. There's a pipe that's burst. Gas is hissing out. There's a gas pipe, and Batman slams this broken piece of weight against the floor, creating sparks and basically lighting Martian Manhunter up. That looks amazing, but of course it sends him flying backwards as well. The fountains come on, and Martian Manhunter's gone. He's gone. This is all really good. I did a good job. Yeah. Here we are outside of, looks like the original Justice League's cave headquarters. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I did whatever I wanted. There's a nice waterfall here. Nice long panel. Is that what the Justice League's original cave headquarters look like? I have no idea. Batman's thinking about things. Superman comes up behind him in silhouette. And again, look at this. The sun right behind his cape there. Yeah, it's just great. I mean, there's a big computer screen. It's casting the shadow of his hand. It's casting his hand against his face. Good shadow work. Why? What's the problem? Superman's head's a little too small here. That happens sometimes. What's the problem? Oh, there was a camera right there that captured this event. He attacked you? Why would Martian Manhunter do that? I don't know. Again, Batman in darkness. Look at these bat wings that I draw on him. I mean, that's pretty cool. Little panel. I like to do a little panel that establishes things. I love doing detailed little panels because I mean you can see all the computers all around. Little Batman, little Superman, and yeah, this is a weird thing. They have video of this strange person at the party, and as far as he can tell, those people don't exist. That's a strange thing for a computer to be able to tell you, that someone doesn't exist. But that's how good the computers are at the Justice League headquarters. Yeah, these are supposed to be just baseline standard human beings. Like there's nothing unique about them. Okay, I don't know how one determines that. I don't know what the baseline average is of a human being. I would think that maybe a Ken doll or a Barbie doll, but I don't know. I've seen people that look like that. So with that, let's take off. Up, and away. And Batman running. Just great stuff here. Here's a bat pod that Superman is going to put Batman in. And okay, it's a friction pod. Together, okay, so it's self-contained. It has an oxygen supply. It's fully pressurized. Heat shields designed to handle the temperatures of orbital re-entry. Why are you gonna need that? Here's a gigantic ad for something in here. I don't know, but let's take off. Superman's always amused by Batman. I don't know why. I don't think he's funny. And here's Batman inside the pod as Superman carries him over Metropolis. And then boom, look at this double page spread. What the holy hell, it's Titano. Titano was basically a chimpanzee from a NASA space project that came back big. He grew, he wouldn't stop growing. So he's not a gorilla, he's a chimp. And look at this. This is just great. Some people told me they really liked how thoughtful this was right here. The distance between his thumb and this fingernail here has got to be 100 feet. So I actually kept that in mind. Instead of just drawing a chimpanzee without bearing that kind of perspective in mind, I actually put thought into it. This little thumb, such as it is, I don't know if you call chimpanzees non-opposable digit a thumb, maybe. That's kind of smaller than this. So this really is good perspective. He blasts Superman with his kryptonite eye beams, and Superman actually drops Batman, who goes heading into this building, and this building has the numbers here that are the anniversary of me and my ex-wife, so that's unpleasant. Look at that. Yeah. And Batman prepares to hit the building, which he does. The entire office building. Oh, this is sad right here. I don't like it when you punch a monkey. I don't like it. Like, that is sad. After all, he's just a monkey. Superman punched him and he went, He went, like that. I think that's the noise he brought. Like that. Oh. If you'd like a Frozen novelty, they were available in 2006. And Batman has recovered from going through the building. He's swinging upside down. And look, this is what happens. I mean, you knock Titano down, he disappears. There's a big monkey-shaped hole in Metropolis. I hope nobody was hurt. And then he sees people are running out of this aquarium. So that's probably where... Oh, if you like some Superman toothpaste and a motorized Superman toothbrush, here's a coupon for $1 off. Let's take advantage of that offer. 11 years ago. So now we're in an aquarium and we have this lovely octopus. Superman walks in, people are running out. And holy cow, it's Parasite, the original Parasite. I love drawing Parasite. And he is just sucking the life out of Superman. This is all really good here. Batman shows up. Look at this nice bat shadow as he runs towards the failing Superman. Picks himself up. Oh, Superman doesn't look good here. That's Parasite. And in walks Dr. Phosphorus. So this was a chance to draw a lot of kind of weird villains. Look at Dr. Phosphorus. Creepo. Look at this, reaches out to try to touch Batman. Creepy. Actually, you know what's weird? Like, I think, you guys aren't gonna like hearing this. Okay, don't tell anyone. I found a picture of like an exhumed corpse and I used that for this face. So that's literally like actually what a person who's been buried for 100 years looks like if you exhume them. So I leave you with that bit of information. Superman puts a hole in the fish tank and all the water comes out. And it puts out Dr. Phosphorus. Is that a good move? I don't know. And then they leave the aquarium and they don't know where this thing went that changes shape, changes into villains. But look, in the sewer, we all live down here. So this was Enemies Among Us Part 1. Mark Bryden, the writer. Ethan Van Sciver, the artist. Chris Chuckry, the colorist. Chris Chuckry followed me from Flash Iron Heights, thankfully. It was good to get him here. I think Moose was staying behind to color Green Lantern with Jeff. So I went back and I got Chris Chuckry. He did a bang-up job. I remember doing this and thinking, okay, I don't know where this is going, but all right. And this is kind of just the start of things. Now, I really got like a weird feeling like this wasn't going to go the way that we had discussed right away. And that feeling was confirmed by the time I got to the 3rd issue, we will go over that. We're going to do number 29 next. I really got the feeling that Mark was following in Jeff Loeb's footsteps on this title, which was, it seemed to be asking the artist that he was working with, what do you want to draw? And if you want to draw Hawkman, I'm going to figure out a way to put Hawkman in there. And that truly is the way that that book felt, this entire series felt. So maybe Mark thought he was, following in those footsteps. To me, it felt like chaos. I like to have a plan. I want to have a story. It doesn't matter what I want to draw. It doesn't matter. We're trying to. We should work that out beforehand, not in the middle. It got really weird by the 3rd issue. So we'll get into that. In the meantime, thanks for listening to this commentary for Superman Batman number 28. I am Ethan Van Sciver. Please subscribe to the Comic Artist Pro Secrets channel. And please click that bell. Thank you everyone who has participated in live chats and sent over super chats. That's wonderful. What a cool thing to get a tip for talking to you guys. There you go. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.
Beyond the low, you stay on the page cause you say I'm your favorite, but you don't let it show. No, if you like what you see, then you gotta let me know. You won't double tap that hoe. You won't double tap that hoe.
Hi, this is Corey Feldman. You're listening to the Van Sciverton. Wait, no.